So during Asian Heritage Month, various media outlets have been featuring profiles and features on important Oriental or Asiatic descent athletes in Canadian, American, and world history. Now, this skater, for many people, they compared him to kind of a Paul Kariya style, Mike Gartner, very smooth on the ice, good passing, good scoring, and he came from a large family, and some of his brothers were major prospects, but he, for many, was the best of the bunch, as we say. Now, George Chin played right wing for the majority of his career and was a two-time back-to-back NCAA champion with Michigan back in the 1940s. Now, born in Lucknow, Ontario, 1950s. Born in Lucknow, Ontario, skated from 1949 to 1955 at the elite level. Now, the story of Chin goes back to his parents, Charles and Rose Chin, who operated Chin's restaurant in Lucknow, Ontario. They eventually had 14 children together. Now, all 11 of their sons grew up playing hockey, but 3 of the boys demonstrated a tremendous amount of talent. In September of 44, Albert, Bill, and George all attended the Toronto Maple Leafs training camp and put on a show for the spectators. Despite being smaller and younger than most of the skaters, the 3 boys had reports from the Toronto Daily Star claiming they'll be ready for the big time before long. Now, curiously, all 3 boys remained unsigned by the Leafs, as well as the nearby rival, the Detroit Red Wings, who had also shown interest. Undeterred, George and his brothers continued on with their junior careers. George became an inaugural member of the Great Windsor Spitfires and later was a member of the Chatham Maroons when it won the Turner Cup in 1950. Now, with no offers from NHL teams, he accepted a scholarship from Michigan and began attending classes in the fall of 1950. After a year with the freshman team, he became a major contributor for the defending champion Wolverines and helped the team return to the NCAA tournament. Now, Chin at this event led Michigan in scoring towards the title, scoring 2 goals and 2 assists as the Wolverines won their 3rd crown. His offensive punch got him a place on the NCAA All-Tournament first team, and eventually Michigan repeated as champions in 53, with Chin again leading the team in post-season scoring, mostly on the strength of his 4 or 5 points against the rival Boston University. Now, in his senior season, the Wolverines reached a tournament for the 7th straight year and one of the favorites to win it. In the semifinal against Rensselaer, Chin was held scoreless for the first time in his postseason career, and the Wolverines fell to the Bachelors 6-4. Now, they eventually went on to defeat Boston College in a consolation game, with Chin contributing a goal and assist. Now, despite the sour end, Chin ended his career as one of Michigan's top players, scoring 55 goals and 67 assists in 3 seasons. In 6 tournament games, he had 5 goals and 7 helpers for one of the best 4-4 totals in NCAA history. Chin played 1 year of professional hockey after graduating, scoring 75 points for the Nottingham Panthers in 1954-55 in the British League. After ending his career, Chin moved to Alberta and worked in the oil industry. Now, he was eventually inducted into the Michigan Deakers Hall of Fame in 1977 and was named as the 36th best player in the history of Michigan ice hockey in 2018. Now, again, Chin was one of the few players of his era who was of Asian descent. Now, despite China having been an ally of Canada during World War II, there was still a good deal of hostility that was thrown in his direction when he played junior. Years later, Chin would recall chants like "Kill that chick" when he played on the road in towns like Hanover and Goderich. Even in college, he couldn't always escape unfounded criticism, being derisively called as wide as he is tall by a Colorado newspaper during the 1955 title championship. Now, despite the vitriol, Chin became one of the earliest Star Asian players of college ice hockey and would be followed by many over the years, including the talented brothers Melon Hurd Wakabayashi, Bob Uwabuchi, Paul Kariya, and Brandon Yip. Now, I reverse heard of Chin, of course, through Paul Kariya because of Kariya's connections were the University of Maine NCAA squad. But again, Chin was best described as that kind of, Mike Gartner style Good score, we needed a score, but was a good playmaker. Now, just to recap some of these stats, Windsor Spitfires in 47 of the OHA and the IHL, scored 13 goals that year in 24 games and 31 points. Chatham Maroons in 1950 of the IHL, 40 points in 38 games. And with Michigan, again, his final season in 54, 48 points, including 21 goals. With Nottingham in 55, 75 points in 60 games, including 35 goals. Again, NCAA All-Tournament First Team, 52, NCAA All-Tournament Second Team, 53, and All-WIHL Second Team in 54. So that's the legend of George Chin. If you like what you're doing here, we're a vintage hockey podcast. Let us know if you have any memories of Chin, if you've seen him play, or seen if the family has told stories about him, especially in Windsor, because Windsor is a great place to play hockey, because so many players have been developed over the years. So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Keep your stick in the ice. Second round of the NHL playoffs are around the corner. Enjoy whatever team you're taking up for, but Montreal, Toronto, boys. No rivalry, but still exciting. Have a good day. Bye.